Welcome to Allan Berry Reports TV. I'm your host, Allan Berry Labucan from allanberryreports.com. Today we have a new installment of our In the News segment where we'll be talking about a couple resource companies with recent developments. As always, we like to get our thank yous out of the way before we start. We have use youtube.com and ustream.tv. If you're watching this show on our website, you'll notice up there there's icons that those will take you to our channels on the two sites. YouTube and Ustream are great websites for anybody interested in doing online shows, and they help us be able to bring them to you. In addition, if you're watching on the website, you'll notice to the left and right of me that there's banners. Those banner sponsors are really important in us being able to bring the shows to you. So if you want to do any homework on those companies, just click on their banners and that'll take you to their websites where you can do your homework on those companies. And of course, you the viewers, if you didn't show up, we wouldn't have a reason to do the show. So thank you very much for tuning in. On today's show, we have two resource companies to talk about. They've both had a couple news releases out each, and they're both focused on gold. The first company we're going to talk about today is San Gold Corporation. On the disclosure, we're not shareholders of the company. They are a banner sponsor on our website. If you'd like to do some homework on them, just click on their banner and on our website, and that will take you to their website where you can find plenty of information to help you research San Gold Corp. Our past coverage of them, they are a featured company in our Allan Berry Reports email newsletter. We started coverage of them on October the 30th, 2008 in our 20th edition. If you look above me, you'll notice a report section. In there, you'll be able to find that 20th edition. And then we've had them on on our past shows on our Ustream show channel. We had them on the July 20th and September 2nd shows. And then on our YouTube channel, we had them on May 26th, October 6th, and October 27th. Again, if you click on those links above, those will take you to the YouTube and Ustream channels, and then just look for those dates. Since we last talked about San Gold on our October 27th show, they had three news releases on drill results that we wanted to talk about. On November the 9th, I'm just pulling this up on their website. On November the 9th, the headline from that news release is San Gold's new L10 zone grows with robust widths and grades. They mentioned that they reported underground exploration drilling is confirming and extending the new L10 zone located below and to the footwall side of the Hinge mine. They had a couple holes, highlighted holes there. One of them had a yielded 36.3 grams per ton gold over 13.3 meters, continuing to demonstrate robust widths. They had another really high-grade intersection there of 120 grams of gold per ton over 2.3 meters. Also included in the news release, they have an assay table with all the various assay results from this latest batch of drilling from their L10 zone. And, these aren't isolated intersections of high grade. They've got plenty of high grade intersections they're reporting in this batch of holes. You can find that on their website. So the next news release that they had out was then they had one out on a set of assay results on November the 16th. Let's see here, having a little bit of technical difficulties. On that November 16th news release, the headline is Step Out Drilling Discovers Substantial Extension to San Gold's 007 Zone. Then again they had They talked about reporting surface exploration step-out drilling discovered a significant eastern extension of the 007 zone at depth below surface of 260 meters. One of the holes had a 66.1 grams per ton gold over 12 meters. And then this intersection is flanked evenly by the 007 zone and the Emperor zone at this elevation. Then they have a bunch more details about this drilling on this zone. Again, that's all on their website. And then on December 2nd, just earlier today, as we were preparing to do today's show, they had another news release out, and the headline from that is San Gold extends 007 zone eastward by 200 meters with high-grade intercept of 415 grams per ton gold over 3.4 meters. Again, they have a lot of details in there about the exploration efforts. And on all of the news releases, you can also find maps that give you a really good idea of what's happening as they're drilling at depth. They have some really good models there that will help you out visualizing how their drilling has gone. And so that's the main news. I wanted to talk a little bit about why we like the company so much. We started coverage of them back in 2008. At that time, they had were starting to be a gold mining company. And what really caught our attention was their drilling on their hinge zone. And they were intersecting very promising intersections of high-grade gold. And since then, they've been very quickly able to not only discover that hinge zone, but now are bringing it into production. And what's exciting about that is that now that they're getting into producing from this hinge zone, that's really starting to have a positive effect on their bottom line production numbers. And so we're really happy to see that progress. Now, since the hinge discovery, they've found several other zones, all with these high grades, and in today they're talking about a 200-meter step out. So they're really tying into some really impressive zones of high grade, and they're quickly able to start producing from those zones because they're in close proximity to current underground workings. And so it's quite a compelling story for San Gold, moving from an exploration company to a producer, and then having a dual sort of focus of producing and exploration. Now that's all starting to have some really positive effects on their production. And so that in a nutshell is why we like the company. And again, we always advise people to do their homework on any of the companies we talk about, and you can find that on San Gold's website at sangold.ca. Or again, if you're watching the show on our website, just click on their banner and that'll take you to their website where you can find all the news we talked about today and plenty of other information. So the second company we're going to talk about today is International Tower Hill Mines. On the disclosure, we're not shareholders of the company. Our past coverage of them, they are also a featured company in the Allan Berry Reports email newsletter. We started coverage of them on February the 2nd, 2009. That was our 22nd edition. And again, if you look above me, you see the report section. You can find that edition as well as all of our past reports in that section. And then we've also had them on past shows on our Ustream channel on August the 10th and September the 2nd, and then on our YouTube channel on October the 6th and October the 26th. Their website is ithmines.com. They had two news releases out that we wanted to talk about since we've last talked about them on the show. On November the 16th, they had a news release out, and in that one, the headline from that one is International Tower Hill mines significantly higher grade near surface zones at Live and Good Project, Alaska. Then they have a batch of highlighted intersections there. For example, one of those holes had an 18.4 meter intersection of 4.2 grams per ton gold. They had plenty of other intersections there with thick intersections of very promising grades, especially when considering it's near surface and open pit type of a target. Then they also included a great deal of details about their exploration efforts. There's some maps in there, and you can find the size of the surface anomalies that they're sort of they're drilling on at depth, and so it gives you a really good idea of what's going on that project at depth. Then on November 29th, they had another news release out, and the headline from that one, just pulling it up here on their website, International Tower Hill Mines intersects 112 meters of 2.63 grams per ton gold at the Live and Good Gold Project in Alaska. Again, they have some other highlights in there. One of the holes had a 68 meter intersection of 1.26 grams per ton gold. Again, very good, exceptionally good grades and intersections for an open pit type target. They have all the assay tables with all the various different assay results from the recent exploration work, as well as their plans for the you'll be able to find in one of those two press releases, I can't remember which one, but they'll talk about their upcoming winter exploration programs on the Live and Good project as well. We started following this company. That's all the key information from the press release. We started covering this company back in February 2nd of 2009. The reasons that we were following them so closely, well, the first thing that brought our attention, like it does whenever we're looking at any company, is drill results. And at that time they were hitting some very thick intersections. Although it was early in the discovery, they were hitting really thick intersections of very promising grades for an open pit target, and they were hitting them close to surface. And so that was one key reason. Then we started looking closer. It was in Alaska. What we liked about the location in Alaska is it's an area where you can actually work almost pretty much year round. It's got good infrastructure in the area. These things all combined have a really good impact on economics when you start doing that evaluation. They have a really strong management team led by Jeff Pontius. Jeff has, in his career, found other major discoveries, and this looks like he's done it again with the Live and Good project. They're a really well-funded company, so they got a lot of really great things going on with the company. And again, if you want to do some homework, as we always suggest you do, just check out their website, ithmines.com, and you'll find plenty of information about their past works and efforts, and what they're working on currently and work upcoming. And so that's a wrap on our In the News chat today. But before closing, we'd like to stress this show and our reports are for information purposes only. We aren't making buying or selling recommendations. It's important for you to do your own research and speak with your financial advisors before making any investment decisions. We're always trying to grow our audience, and any efforts you make to help us spread the word about our reports and our website and our shows, we'd greatly appreciate that. We also really appreciate you taking the time to watch the shows. And our next show will be tomorrow. We're going to do a market week in review type show. And so we hope you can join us for that show. You can find all of our work on our website at allanberryreports.com. We hope to see you soon. Have a great day.